My story continues in 1994, the year my first daughter was born, the light of my eyes. For even though the abuse against me and his alcoholism persisted during those 9 months, I felt I was not alone. She gave me the strength to endure. I found solace in watching my belly move like a wave of the sea. That little life made me feel that I was not alone, and that I had something, someone to live for. The verbal abuse and the rapes continued, as did his alcoholism. Yet, at least he wasn't physically beating me anymore. To me, there was a small glimmer of hope, a belief that with the baby's arrival, he would change once he saw her born. On June 17, 1994, my beautiful first daughter was born, the light of my eyes. When I returned home from the hospital with my baby girl, I had faith that everything would change for the better, that it would all stop, and this nightmare would finally come to an end. Yet, without a shred of shame or remorse, he got drunk once again, even though I was in pain, having just endured 13 hours of natural childbirth to deliver a 10-pound baby. My daughter was big and beautiful. He demanded to have forced sexual relations with me, caring nothing for my pain, my physical tearing, or the miracle of his daughter's birth. Tell me, what could I do? He was now threatening me, warning that if I said a single word to anyone, he would take my daughter away. It wasn't just the mental, physical, and sexual abuse. It was his narcissism and his absolute control over me. He forbade me from working or making friends with anyone. He never brought any of his own friends to the house, ensuring that I would remain completely isolated and unable to do anything. I was not allowed to go outside except to shovel snow, rake leaves, tend to the plants, or mow the lawn. And even then, I was forbidden from speaking to the neighbors. He had cameras installed both inside and outside the house. He knew my every move. It felt like being shackled, chained up and bound, to the point that even in the bathroom, there was a telephone line he could use to call me whenever the whim struck him. One afternoon he arrived. My little girl was in her playpen. She couldn't walk yet, but she would hold on with her little hands, pull herself up and bounce up and down. I took such joy in watching her. He came back once again to force me, while drunk, to make love. For the first time I stood my ground and told him no, because the baby was awake. He grabbed a bladed weapon, and I braced against the edge with the palms of my hands. As he slowly pressed it down, it gently sliced into my palms, cutting through my skin. I have the scars to prove it. Can you imagine? That is how my second pregnancy began, the one that gave me my son. I will tell you that story in the next song. I'm trying to keep this brief so that you can get a general idea and truly understand everything that we victims go through. This is what we victims endure in silence. I want to be an example, to use my story, to use my voice, to help set you free, to show you that you are not alone. You must escape. It is the only solution. It doesn't matter if you have nothing, not even a place to go. You are better off choosing to sleep on the street and to die in the arms of these abusers who have neither soul nor heart. Take your children and your pets with you. Never leave them behind with them. I will tell you later on what he used to do to my animals, pets that he himself had brought home to me, specifically so that I would fall in love with them, only to use them as a means to make me suffer. They know no limits. Please, I beg of you, I do not seek fame, nor do I care about likes or shares. I simply implore you, take whatever you need from my story, from my suffering and my experience, to help you survive and escape. That would be my only true satisfactions, knowing that you are free, that there is one fewer victim in the world. It would make my heart true.